Hello students, I am Supriyo Datto, your English teacher. Welcoming you to this fantastic episode of verbals, non-finite verbs and non-verbs. Now this is a very important lesson which you must follow. By verbals or non-finite verbs, most of the students often get confused. But I think it is very simple. There is no question of confusion, no question of fright. So by verbals or non-finite verbs, we mean some ing words that look like verbs, but that are not actually verbs. We may call it imposters. Do you know who is an imposter? An imposter is someone who pretends to be something else. Suppose a policeman comes to your house and he says that he wants to search your house, and ultimately you realize that he has robbed your house. So he is an imposter. So, an imposter is nothing but someone pretending to be someone else. So, here we may call these verbals or non-finite verbs or non-verbs as imposters, because they appear to be verbs but they are not verbs. If now, the point is, if they are not verbs, what can they be? They can be either nouns, they can be adjectives. So they appear to be verbs, but they are actually not verbs at all. Now this set of three, that is gerund, participle and infinitive, they are all imposters. Now, what does gerund do? Gerund is as I have already written here, gerund is an ing form of verb acting as a noun. That means it takes its origin from verb, but it does the work of a noun. It is acting like a noun. That is why it is also called a verbal noun. What is a participle? I have already written here, it is an ing form of verb. It also takes its origin from a verb, but it is acting as an adjective. So it is not a verb, it is an adjective. And what is an infinitive? It is very simple. An infinitive takes to in front of it, and thereafter the present form of verb is placed after it. An infinitive is also acting as a noun. Now, when I say gerund, it is nothing but a noun. Now, when I say that gerund is a noun, suppose dancing, dance plus ing. So if I say dancing is a noun, so it should have or must have all the qualities of a noun. A gerund must have all the qualities of a noun. It should function in a sentence as a noun. When I say dancing is a participle, dance plus ing, it must have all the qualities of an adjective, or it must function as an adjective in a sentence. An infinitive is also a noun, and it is it can be clearly identified because only to is placed before the original form of the verb. This is called infinitive. Now you can see that I have put excess. There are some excess in front of it. Some excess. Now what are these excess? Actually, gerund, whether it is gerund or participle, there is no helping verb in front of it. No helping verb takes its position in front of it. Helping verb means am, is, are, was, were, have been, has been. There is no helping verb. So the ing word must come alone. It can only work as a noun when the ing word come alone. It can stand alone. It can only be participle or an adjective when there is no helping verb or helpers in front of it. So it should also come alone. The ing word also come alone. If there is a helping verb, am, is, are, was, were in front of the participle, then it is no longer a participle or an adjective. It will become the main verb or the verb in the continuous tense. It will be a continuous tense. Because so the condition is a participle can be a main verb only when there is a helper or helping verb, am, is, are, was, were in front of it. But in this case, there is no problem. You can find only to here and thereafter the present form of the verb. Now, let us take some examples here. Swimming is a good exercise. Now, what is swimming? It is an ing word. It is an ing word. It takes its origin from the verb swim. But does it have any helpers in front of it? Am, is, are? No. Is it the name of an action? Yes. Swimming is the name of an action. Is it the subject of the sentence? Yes, it is the subject of the verb is. So it is, we may call it a gerund. It has the qualities of a noun. It is having the qualities of a noun. Let us see how does it function in a sentence, a gerund. Suppose if I cancel the word swimming, suppose I cancel the word swimming. If I write golf, suppose in place of swimming I write golf. Golf is a good exercise. So golf is the name of a game, so it is a noun. We all know that golf is the name of a game and it is clearly a noun. So swimming can be replaced by golf. A noun can be replaced by only another noun. Suppose I say, my swimming is improving day by day, or my swimming is improving gradually. So what is my here? My is the possessive adjective. And my swimming, so a possessive adjective can only be placed only before a noun. So these are the qualities you must remember. These are the functions. If I say, let us go for a swimming. Let us go for a swimming. What is for? For is the preposition. So let us go for swimming. So here swimming takes the object of the preposition, and a preposition can take only a noun after it as an object. So in that case, swimming is also a noun, that is a gerund. If I say, this swimming is very boring. Suppose I am saying this swimming is very bad, very boring. So this swimming, what is this here? This is a demonstrative adjective. An adjective can only be placed before a noun. So this swimming here is a gerund, definitely a gerund or a noun. Now let us come to the next sentence. I love to swim. Now to swim, it is also a noun. You can see, what do I love? I love to swim. So it is an infinitive. A gerund is an infinitive, and infinitive to is also an infinitive. Suppose I say, I love swimming. In place of to swim, I can say, I love swimming. In that case, the infinitive can be replaced by the gerund because both are nouns. So, infinitive and gerund are interchangeable. Sometimes they are interchangeable, but of course they are not always interchangeable. But some verbs allow them to interchange, but some verbs don't allow them to interchange. So infinitive, this much is clear that infinitive is also a noun. Gerund is an ing word. It does the work of a noun, and it has all the qualities of a noun. Now let us take another more and more examples. Swimming ducks are fun to watch. Now swimming ducks, what is swimming here? What function does it do here? Ducks, we all know ducks মানে হচ্ছে পাতি হাঁস, তাহলে swimming ducks, so ducks is a noun and swimming is an adjective or a gerund, so it is clearly a gerund. Sorry, it is clearly a participle because it is an adjective. As we have learned that participle is an adjective. So it is an ing word. Is there any helping verb or helper in front of it, before it? No. Is there a noun after it? Yes. Does it qualify the word ducks? Yes. It is describing the word ducks. It is a qualifying word. It gives some extra information about the ducks, which is a noun. So swimming is an adjective, clearly an adjective, and as it is an ing word, it is a participle. Swimming ducks are fun to watch. Now, watching ducks is fun. Now, watching ducks, is it an adjective or a noun? Is it a gerund or a participle? This is the question. It is an ing word. It is not an infinitive, as there is no to in front of it. So it must be either a gerund or a participle. Now we have to identify whether it is a gerund or a participle. Now watching ducks, what function does it do? Is it the name of an action or an activity, or is it a qualifying word or describing word? Is it describing the word ducks here? Can the ducks watch here? No, ducks cannot watch. Watching ducks, are the ducks here sitting and watching somebody? No. We can't say that the ducks are sitting and watching. Watching here is nothing but the name of an activity or name of an action, and it is clearly a noun, and somebody is watching the ducks. Ducks are not watching here. It is somebody who is sitting at the side of a pond or river. He or she is watching the ducks. So it is clearly a case of gerund. Now leaping dolphins Let us take more and more sentences. Leaping dolphins are a great sight to behold, but fishing is what I like. Now, leaping dolphins, does it have any helper, am, is, or was, were in front of it? No, there is no helper in front of it. There is no helping verb. It comes alone on its own, ing word, originated from the verb leap. So, leaping dolphins, does it have any noun after it? Yes, there is a noun after it, dolphin. So, it must be an adjective as it is followed by a noun. Is it describing the dolphins? Yes. It is clearly describing the dolphins. Leaping means jumping. Jumping dolphins, the dolphins who are jumping, but which are leaping. So, leaping is an adjective. It is clearly an example of participle or an adjective. Leaping dolphins are a great sight to behold. To behold, what is behold? Behold means to see. So it is an infinitive. To behold, to jump, to see, to come, to go, to play, to laugh. All these are examples of infinitive or nouns. But fishing is what I like. I like what? I like fishing. So what is fishing here? What function does it do here? It is an adjective. Sorry, it is a noun. Why? It is the name of an activity. Fishing is what I like. So it is a gerund. Does it have any helper in front of it? No. Is it the name of an activity? Yes. Does it have any noun after it or describing something? No. So this is clearly a case of gerund. So you have to identify the ing words and differentiate between gerund and participle. In case of infinitive, there is no problem, because you can find there is only to and the V1 form of the verb. Dance, to play, to sing, etc. etc. Next, we are planning to visit the thundering waterfalls and then go boating. We are planning now. Let us take this one. We are planning. So planning also is an ing word, but there is a helping verb in front of it. You can clearly see. So we are planning. So as it is a helping verb in front of, as there is a helping verb in front of it, this is not a gerund, or it is neither a gerund nor a participle. It is clearly the main verb and this is the helping verb, and the verb is in the continuous tense. So don't confuse gerund and participle with main verb. Don't confuse. Don't see don't say that all the ing words are either gerund or participle. No. You have to identify whether there is a helper in front of it or not. You have to identify it, and you have to think whether the verb is in continuous tense or not. Now we are planning to visit the thundering waterfalls. To visit is clearly a case of infinitive, as I have already told you. What kind of waterfalls is there? Thundering waterfalls. Waterfall is a noun. There is no question, or there is no denying the fact that waterfalls is a noun, name of an object. So it is a noun, and this is a describing word, describing the waterfalls, thundering waterfalls. Thundering, it is an ing word, it is a participle. We are planning to visit thundering waterfalls and then go boating. তারপরে আমরা নৌকোতে যাব, নৌকা যাত্রা করব। নাও বোটিং, বোটিং অলসো ইজ অ্যান আইএনজি ওয়ার্ড, সো ইট ক্যান আইদার বি এ all ing word can either be a gerund or a participle, so you have to differentiate between the two, whether it is a gerund or a participle, because it is an ing word. Does it have any noun after it? No, nothing. Boating excursion? No. Boating journey? No. Boating spree? No. Only boating is there. So this is clearly doing the work of a noun, and it does not have any helper in front of it, so this is a gerund. Next, on finding no one to play with, the child began crying, and his caring mother got him an ice cream. On finding, now what is on here? You all know that on is a preposition. We all know that on is nothing but a preposition, and then a preposition can take, finding is an object of the preposition on, it is an ing word. A preposition can take a noun as its object, it can only take noun as its object, so finding is a noun, so it is a gerund. On finding no one to play with, the child began crying. Now began is a verb. Is it a helping verb? No. Crying is an activity, name of an activity. So began is not a helping verb, and crying ends in ing word. It is the name of an activity. It does not have any noun or a pronoun after it. It does not qualify or describe something. So crying is clearly a noun, and it is a gerund. That is a gerund. So gerund is nothing but an ing word. Gerund is a special name given to an ing word. Gerund is a special name given to an ing word that does the work of a noun. Just as participle is a special name given to an ing word that does the work of an adjective. This is the difference you have to remember. And his caring mother got him an ice cream. Caring mother got him an ice cream. Caring mother. So mother is a noun. An adjective can only be placed before a noun. If mother is a noun, this is an ing word. This is clearly an adjective qualifying the word mother. So this is a participle. Always remember that a participle can only be replaced or interchanged by another participle. A participle can only be replaced by another participle. Just as a noun, here swimming is a noun, noun can be replaced by another noun. Caring is a participle, it can be replaced by another ordinary. We can use any other ordinary adjective. Suppose loving mother. Suppose good mother. We can put any ordinary adjective in place of a participle. That means if an adjective can be replaced only by an adjective. We can replace swimming ducks. Swimming is a participle, it is an adjective, as we have already seen. We can replace it with another adjective, ordinary adjective. We can say pretty ducks. Instead of swimming ducks, we can say pretty ducks. সুন্দর হাঁসগুলো. We can say cute ducks. We can say black ducks. So we can replace the participle or participle adjective with another ordinary adjective. So this is the clue, this is the golden rule you have to follow. A cracking sound broke the singing in the room. A cracking sound. Sound is a noun. So as simple as that. You have to pick the ing words here. Very simple. A cracking sound. Sound is a noun. So cracking is an adjective. Clearly. Ing word. So it is a participle. Broke the singing. The singing. The, what is the here? The is an article. You know, definite article. So the singing, an article can be followed by a noun only. The singing. Singing is an ing word. So it is definitely a noun because it is followed by an article. It does not have any noun or pronoun after it to qualify or describe. So this is clearly an example of gerund. Next, trolling on the internet was Mohan's fascinating obsession till he had to pay a high price for it. Now, trolling on the internet. Does it have any, does this ing word have any helper in front of it? No. Does it have any auxiliary verb or helper or helping verb? No. Trolling on the internet was, what was Mohan's fascinating obsession? Mohan's fascinating obsession was trolling on the internet. What is trolling? Trolling means to harass people. You know, nowadays, in modern times, this kind of activity has increased. Trolling, unnecessarily harassing people through Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and all that. Now, trolling on the internet was Mohan's fascinating obsession. Obsession is a noun. What is obsession? Obsession means something he cannot get over, always wants to do. That means starting from morning till evening or night, late night, Mohan continues the act of trolling, harassing people, unnecessary harassing people, unnecessary criticizing others through social media. And fascinating is an adjective, that is a participle, as you have come to know. Till he had to pay is an infinitive, a high price for it. So ultimately what happened to Mohan? Cybercrime department the investigating officer from cyber crime department comes to his house, arrests him and takes him to police station, and he had to pay a high price for it. So this is a gerund, trolling on the internet. Now in the very next sentence, see the difference. Same word has been used twice here. Here it is a case of gerund. Now let's see what happens here. Trolling on the internet, Mohan was caught. What is trolling here? ing. Now, who is trolling here? Of course, Mohan. Then we can put it in other words. Mohan who was trolling on the internet. Mohan who was trolling on the internet. There is an adjective clause here. Mohan who was trolling on the internet was caught. So this is a participle phrase, or this is the reduction of the adjective clause. Mohan who was trolling on the internet that means the Mohan was strolling. So it clearly qualifies the word Mohan or describes the word Mohan, gives some extra information about Mohan who was strolling. We can put it in the beginning also, we can put it in the end also, we can put it in the middle also. We can say Mohan who was strolling on the internet was caught. We can say Mohan was strolling on the internet. We can say Mohan was caught trolling on the internet. We can say trolling on the internet, Mohan was caught. We can clearly place it anywhere in the sentence. After that, running recklessly, the boy fell into a ditch. Running, what is running here? Who is running here? Of course, the boy. What part of speech is the boy? The boy is a noun. So the boy who is running recklessly, of course. So the adjective, this is an adjective qualifying the word boy. So this is an ing word. Of course, this is a participle, because this is an ing word. So it is a reduction of the adjective clause or relative clause, the boy who is running recklessly. So this is a participle. Now let us come to the last sentence. Some of it is very pleasing to the mind. Now this very sentence was given in your semester 1 examination. This very sentence you can remember very well. This very sentence was said in your semester 1 English examination. Some of it is very pleasing to the mind. Which is pleasing here? It is a describing word here, clearly. ing word. What is pleasing here? Of course, some of it is pleasing. Some of it rather. Some of, it is an indefinite pronoun. Some of it is very pleasing. So the word pleasing describes here the something of it to the mind. So it is an adjective, it is a participle, it is a qualifying word. So I hope you have thoroughly followed the lesson, and you have by this time you have come to know about the difference between the different kind of ing words and infinitives also, gerund, participle and infinitive. All these are called verbals or non-finite verbs or non-verbs. We shall continue it in our next class. Try to watch the video frequently, more often, as much as possible. And if you have any question regarding it, you can ask me, and you can message me also. Thank you very much.